The most dangerous moment at the heartbreak is when you go back to who you were. Hey love, what's up? What's up? I'm your girl Laquana McIntyre. Welcome to the Solo Woman Collective. I help women rebuild the identity that kept choosing the wrong men. Okay, so today, guys, we are going to talk about a few different identity shifts that you experience, during heartbreak. So I know I had a video very similar to this, but this is talking more so of what goes on in real time. So we're going to talk about the identity collapse, identity void, identity reconstruction, identity embodiment. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, guys, so heartbreak, it creates an identity gap. Okay, so first, there's the identity collapse. Let me explain. With the identity collapse, you don't know who you are without the relationship. So it's hard in this particular moment because this person is literally the only person that you know. Because unfortunately, a lot of us cut off family, friends, associates, and we make our life all about this person. So at this point, this person has become our world. And now you're collapsing. Your world feels like it's shattered because I have lost the only thing I've ever known. What normally happens is you go through an identity void. So you start to get that empty, restless feeling where you're tempted to go back just to feel normal again. This has to be the hardest part. This is kind of almost like the messy middle because I don't need to go back, but going back would bring me some type of relief at the same time. I'm tired of feeling this heaviness and I need relief. So during the identity void, this is you completely wanting to void out your best interest at all costs just to find relief. After you go through the identity void, you then start to experience identity reconstruction. So this is where your healing actually begins, where you start asking better questions, where you stop reaching for what's familiar and you start choosing stability, okay? And this is the most beautiful part about it. What I want you to understand and what stood out here is you don't just go from heartbreak and skip all the way to identity reconstruction. If you notice, you have the void, you have the collapse, and then you have a void. So there is a process to get to this point. That's why I always tell women, please have grace on yourself after heartbreak and when a relationship ends, because you're human. Okay, you're not gonna go from 0 to 100. Like, it don't work like that. We're not robots. So you cannot expect for those steps to absolutely be skipped and go straight to healing. You have to grieve, you have to feel. Okay, and again, I don't teach feelings, but feelings are real. Like, it's very, very like part of the process. So once you go through that cycle, that's when you're ready to graduate to doing the real work. That's the real shift. That's when you are officially now rebuilding your identity back to who you used to be before him or the brand new you. Let's move on. Last but not least is the promised land. That's your identity embodiment. This is when the new version of you, it becomes more natural. It becomes calm, self-led, unavailable to chaos. Most people never make it past the void stage. Let's be honest. They void themselves out and they stay voided and they go back to his identity. So if you made it to this particular level, congratulations. It is not easy. But guess what? You are now operating in a new identity. And the people who don't make it past the void, let's be real, they repeat the same cycles, but with different faces. Guys, I want you to understand when you go through heartbreak, the healing journey is not meant to be easy. But nothing in life is meant to be easy. You must go through some pain and stretching in order to grow. But I do want you to know this: heartbreak isn't the end of you, ladies. Like, it's not the end of you. It's not, life isn't over. Okay. It's really the doorway to who you were always meant to be. Heartbreak a lot of times can be a blessing. In my life, it's always been a blessing. Okay. It's always been a blessing. Or the couple of times I've had heartbreak, it's been a blessing. And if you rush past it, you miss the beauty of elevating and really seeing yourself grow into your full potential. Okay. So please breathe in, breathe out. Okay. I want you to pause for a second and let whatever landed to you land. If this video challenged you in any kind of way, made you feel some kind of way, I don't know, I want you to hit the subscribe button, because here we don't teach feelings, but I do teach identity. And if you are done letting your emotions run your decisions, I do have a 7-day survival reset that's coming to you real soon. Okay, so be sure that you are on the wait list, because I'm taking my time with this, y'all. And listen, God is involved during this building process. I'm gonna be honest. So that's how you know it's gonna change some lives. I do want you to remember, y'all, that identity over emotion every time. Okay. And I'm gonna leave you with this very last line: heartbreak isn't the end. Okay, it's the doorway. Remember that too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.